Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Well, it's back to business as usual. Tomorrow morning, I'll be putting together a video because this is crazy, right? You have people who obviously are new to the channel and they're disappointed that Devin Haney lost. And seems like I've come under attack. Well, I'll put it to you this way. There have been accusations that I am making videos after the events. And I have the ability to go into the videos I create and backdate when they were created. Now, you know what that deserves. That deserves a hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. How in the world do I have the ability to go into a video I create and adjust the date stamp to 1 week in the past, 2-3 weeks in the past, a day in the past? Yo, man, get the F out of here with that bullshit. Now, on another note, Devin Haney, his weight shouldn't matter now. Now, that's what some people are saying. They're saying, oh, all of a sudden, you want to act like you're concerned about his weight? Because I did a video before I did it, like, I'll tell you when I did it. Where is it? Content. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, here we go, right here, right? So this is my channel. Let me go to YouTube Shorts, because I did it in the YouTube Short. And I did the video, where is it? Devin Haney. I'm talking about Devin Haney. Oh, here it is. Right here. I did one right here. Devin Haney looks like a ghoul. Must move up to 147, right? That's one that I did on April 19th. And I did this one right here. There's an image of him. Here, that's one. Oh, here it is right here. Fans worried about, let me just click on it. Show you something, right? Let me just pull the shit up. People accusing me of making shit up. Goddamn volume on this shit. Here we go. I think I got it muted up here. Here we go. Myself about Devin Haney saying he should move to 147, but I mean, what's the long-term effects of somebody getting down to a weight that their body shouldn't be at? This is getting old for me. A lot of people are concerned, not just myself, about Devin Haney saying he should move to 147, but I mean, what's the long-term effects of somebody getting down to a weight that their body shouldn't be at? Okay, so I did that video. Let's go back here, right here. They have the date on, they got the date right here. Let me go back right here. I'll show you when I did this video. Okay, here we go. Fans worried about the long-term health effects. I did that on April 19th, all right? Now, when I did that video, there are some people who are coming at me like, yo, why in the world are you talking about his weight? You weren't talking about his weight when he was winning all those fights at 140 pounds. And right there, I understood my audience. Because Devin Haney hasn't had a bunch of fights at 140 pounds. Now, for some people who don't know this, I'm gonna show you something. He just had that fight with Regis Prograis after coming up from 135. But this person was thinking Devin Haney was fighting at 140 against Lomachenko, against Kambosos, and and some of the other fighters. But Devin Haney has fought before he bubbled down to 135. He was fighting at a heavier weight. I'm going to show you something. See, people didn't know this. That's because most of the cats that get on here, they just get on here and make a bunch of goddamn noise. Where are we at? Okay. So in 2017, looked like the weighed in at 130. He had a fight at 140. So let me just show you. Okay, what you're seeing is Tyson Fury there. You know, I keep that shit up. So look right here. You got the first category, column is the date. Now, if we come up here, 2016, 10/21, Carlos Antonio Avila. Devin Haney weighed 137. This fight was contracted at, I believe, 140, right? Then you bubble up, then you see the one right below that's at 130, he weighed 136. Then you bubble up a little bit, and you see up here, 2017, 128. He fought at 140, Daniel Armando. But then you start to see 137, 137, then you start to see he dropped. So see, Devin Haney was fighting at 140 pounds back up until 2017, going into 18. But then after that, you can see the weights were there below 135, right at 135, okay? So Devin Haney was fighting at 140 for a while, but his dad wanted to squeeze him down to 135 to where he felt Devin would have all the advantages in the world. Size advantage, speed, and he doesn't have that much power, but he'd have, enough of a weight advantage and power advantage to where he could dominate, which is kind of what he did. So then he finally comes up back to 140, okay? He had one fight there after spending all those years at 135. He was killing himself to get to 140. And he was killing himself for sure to get to 135. I think Devin Haney, like I said, I think he may have permanent damage to his internal organs as a result of killing himself for so many years to get down to that weight of 135 to have an advantage. I don't know that. I'm no doctor. But I just can't see how that could be healthy, right? Anyway, comes up to 140. He fought Regis Prograis. And they didn't really have any images of him from that Regis Prograis fight to make me say he looks horrible. But he's coming up in weight. So we're kind of happy to hear that he's no longer trying to get himself somewhere where he shouldn't be. And you look at him at 140. But when I saw him during fight week last week, I said, shit, he's still looking kind of ghoulish. And I'm like, that's not good. But then somebody hit me and was like, look, why does his weight matter now? It didn't matter when he was fighting all those times at 140. But they didn't know what they're talking about. But Regis Prograis, they're like, him being at 140, there was no issue with his weight when he fought Regis. So why y'all not talking about his weight against Ryan? Don't make excuses for him. First of all, there are fighters at 140 pounds that Devin can beat, okay? Because he has a unique and extraordinary skill set. So he can beat a lot of fighters at 140. The problem is this. Devin Haney was not, and I would say still is not, operating at a C level. He's operating at an elite level. You have the tactical level, operational level, and strategic level. He's at the strategic level, and he's operating there. So he can't continue fighting, or he can't go now and start fighting C and D level fighters just so he at 140 can get wins. If he's gonna try to get in there and fight a Shakir Stevenson who could move up to 140, a guy who makes 135 easily and will make 140 with no problem, Devin Haney would still struggle because he doesn't make 140 easy. He has to work extremely hard to get down to 140. I don't know how the hell he made 135. But then you start looking at these other fighters at 140. Subriel Matias. These hard hitters. You're talking about Pitbull. Just anyone who can put pressure on him and walk him down and touch him. Devin Haney is going to struggle. So we talk about his weight. People talk about his weight didn't matter when he fought Regis. It shouldn't matter for Ryan. Devin Haney's weight matters, man. And he's in a precarious position because he can make you respect his power, but he can't discourage you. And when you're out here fighting killers at 140 who have advantages over you, like what a lot of these guys at 140 will have over Devin, I just think it's a recipe for disaster, especially the fact that Devin Haney, because he's killing himself to make weight, his punch resistance isn't there. So he ends up in the ring. When he gets touched, he starts doing that weird dance like Amir Khan used to when he would get clipped on his chin. Now, Amir Khan wasn't struggling from weight issues, but even he didn't enjoy getting down to 147. But for Devin at 140, the punch resistance isn't there. And I just think Devin Haney, he has a target on his back. He's got a big name. He's got a profile. He's got a platform. And now he has a target on his back. So I think he should go to 147. But therein lies the problem. If Devin Haney goes to 147, right? Damn ear itching. But if Devin Haney goes to 147, he's healthier. He's going to feel better. He's going to look better. Doesn't mean he's going to perform better and get up there and dominate guys at 147. But I'll put it to you this way. If Chris Bird, who was a guy fighting at, I think he fought at like 168, 175 and went up to heavyweight, and he dominated a lot of heavyweights. He became a champion at heavyweight. He was a small guy, but he had skills. Devin had skills. If Devin feels stronger at 147, Devin Haney's skills could take him a long way. Does he unify 147? Let's not take it to the stupid. But does he get up there and can he give a very good account for himself? Hell yeah. But it makes a difference, man, when you're not weight trained. It does make a difference, especially when you got somebody who's stepping to you. But all in all, should he stay at 140? Should he go to 147? I think he should. I think he needs to go to 147. Either way it goes, like at 140, he can't mess with the elite. He can box. He's got skills. He's got reach. But the problem is, he's been exposed for having a weak chin, and they're going to be gunning for him. And I just don't think he can discourage anyone. I'd rather him improve his punch resistance, improve his power, improve the way he feels overall, and go to 147. And you're already putting your life on the line getting in the boxing ring. But don't go out there and, increase the chances of something happening to you health-wise by melting yourself down to a weight you're not supposed to be at. And for people saying, well, he was at 135, he's at 140 now, he should be okay. Doesn't mean anything. He's 25 going on 26. Body's still changing, metabolism changing, he's still growing. It becomes tougher and tougher to cut that weight unless you just have, outstanding genetics and an outstanding metabolism. You look at Fundora. will never have a problem making 154. You know what I'm saying? Fundora, it looked like an upside down slingshot. That's why I call him Cockroach Man, because that's what he looks like, a big ass cockroach. But Devin Haney's a guy, obviously, when you see him, you know, when he's not in training, Devin Haney running around here looking like Bob Sapp, you know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney's a big boy. But we'll see what happens. But as far as people saying his weight shouldn't matter, no, his weight matters. And fighting at 140, he fought Regis. Regis wasn't a threat to him. Regis didn't have the footwork to reach. He had nothing to make Devin Haney worry. And Devin Haney controlled the fight, fought at a pace he was comfortable. But when he gets in there with guys with those engines and power, like a Pitbull Cruz or Subriel Matias, you saw what happened against Ryan. Although, you know, you could say, yeah, well, it wasn't at 140. Irregardless, getting there with those guys who can make the weight comfortably and rehydrate comfortably and feel like $1 million on fight night, Devin's going to be in trouble. And, you know, I'm rooting for him. He's a young man. But I'm talking boxing, all right? So he's going to be in trouble. Simple. That being said, understand when it comes to his weight, at 140 against the right opponents, Regis Prograis was an outstanding champion. Obviously, he's not the same. Before he fought Devin Haney, he got his ass kicked out there in New Orleans against Zorrilla. They robbed Zorrilla of a win. Eddie get paid, earn with Hearn. Fast-talking Eddie, they made sure that Regis won that fight. So you can't really say, oh, well, he beat Regis, who was the man in the division. Regis had already been exposed. But he did have the name, and I agree with that. But when you look at these other guys who were still really getting busy and doing amazing things in the ring, Devin's in trouble. Even the guy Ergashev, who lost to Matias, put Devin in the ring with Ergashev, and you see what happens, right? Ergashev will kill him. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. His weight should matter. And if you're really a Devin Haney fan, probably want to say a little prayer for that man and his dad to do the right thing and put his health first. I'd rather him get up there and give a fair and lose a fight at 147 and not take the damage he took against Ryan Garcia than to hang around at 140 and just get, you know, pummeled by these fighters because he just doesn't have the strength to push the way they can. It's like if you're driving your car, you got a stick shift. Devin can go to first gear. Other guys at 140 can go to first gear. He can shift to second gear, he can shift to second gear. He can shift to third gear at 140, they can shift to third gear at 140. Devin may be able to shift to fourth gear at 140, they can too, but they're hitting fifth and sixth gear, Devin can't do that because he's trained. You understand? Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.